Good afternoon, class of 2094. It's a pleasure to come and speak with you. 70 years ago, I roamed these halls. Looking back, life was far from perfect, coming out of COVID and all. But we got through it, and honestly, I wouldn't have done it without Brophy. This place gave me more than just an education. It gave me space to ask questions and to discover who I was becoming, just as I hope it did for you. Like a few of your peers, I was confirmed during my time at Brophy. At the beginning of this journey, I didn't fully understand what was happening, but as it came to an end, I learned the true meaning of counsel. It wasn't a sudden enlightenment, but a slow process through real relationships. After communion, I began spending more time around one of the Jesuit priests on campus. At first, it was just conversations between classes or after Mass, but over time, he became someone I trusted. He never gave me simple answers, but he always gave or asked the right questions. Through his advice, I learned how to make the right judgments and live in a way I wouldn't regret. Now that he has passed, I believe I can give you one piece of advice. In his place, God often speaks through people. Sometimes it's just a friend that listens, or a teacher who checks in. But it will almost never be someone who says exactly what you want to hear. As I moved to college, I learned one of the hardest lessons. Forgiveness isn't just about saying sorry to someone else. It's about learning how to forgive yourself. During my time in college, I made choices I wasn't proud of. They made me feel like I had let people down. My family, my friends, and even God. But the person I was struggling to face the most was myself. I avoided silence or anything that made me think of who I had become. I was stuck in a pit of sorrow. It wasn't until I walked into reconciliation again that I was able to climb out. It wasn't just hearing, "I absolve you." It was a priest who didn't judge me. Someone who listened, then reminded me that God still loved me. And so did the people I thought I was letting down. That moment didn't just reconcile me with God. It made me reconcile with myself. When I walked out, I wasn't perfect. But I walked out feeling as if a hole had been patched up in my heart. And when you get older, you'll realize raising kids is probably the most humbling experience of your life. Nothing prepared me for how much I could love someone or how hard it would be to deal with them every day. There were times I feel like I was failing, when my patience ran out, when work was overwhelming, or when I didn't have the answers they needed. But it was in those exact moments I feel our relationships grew the strongest. The sacrament of marriage gave me more than a wife. It gave me a calling to raise a family. This grace showed up in small ways, in bedtime stories after long days, in tough conversations with teenagers, and leaning and learning to apologize when I messed up. My kids didn't need a perfect parent, just as your parents don't need a perfect kid. They need someone who keeps trying, who keeps showing up, who keeps working hard. That's what God's grace gave to me, the strength to love, even when it's hard. And that is what God has given to all of us. Now, as you go out into the world, remember, we are here to love and serve everyone. We are here to raise a community that's honest, forgiving, and isn't afraid to grow together. Thank you.